Hello there. So today I want to talk about the element of earth, the element of the ground, the element of metal in Chinese medicine. Let's just take a few breaths in and feel what the element of earth represents for you. Do you feel a shift inside of your being? Let me know in the comment section what the element of earth represents. And maybe you already noticed a little shift in my voice. I guess when I started the movie I was more in my fire element, but now I shifted more to my earth. Hence also a deeper, different voice fits with it. So let me explain you a little bit about my experience with the earth. When I was living in Costa Rica for 9 months in the jungle, I was living in a little fisherman village. Very, very, very quiet. And in this town, I had a lot of episodes somehow. I had a lot of episodes where my body wasn't able to move. So I would sit to the ground and I would not be able to move. Sometimes this lasted 5 hours and sometimes it lasted 7 or 8 hours. So during these episodes, I could see my mind go crazy. I could see like, oh, okay, I want food, but I had planned to do this, but I was going to meet that person, but I need to move, I need to do this and that, all this stuff. At the same time, I saw my hunger and my thirst come and go. My urge to pee come and go. So everything at one point dissipated until I became the earth. And then I was able to move again. But this process was very interesting because while I was laying or sitting on the earth, I felt like a rebalancing deep in my being. I felt like everything that I had said to myself, everything that I had believed about myself, all the emotions just started dropping in the earth. And then I became lighter and lighter and lighter until I felt no muscle blocks, until I felt no pain, no emotions, no thoughts. I just felt empty space. I just felt energy. And those moments made me realize how important the earth is and what kind of force it can have. Even touching your feet in the morning, 15 minutes walking barefoot, is huge. It allows those things that don't serve you, that spirit thinks, hey, this is not so important for you. It just allows those things to set to the ground. And I always thought the earth was like grounding. But I realized in this episode that it's actually a counter force. So what happens in my opinion, or what I experience, is that let's say you are at a plus, right? Plus of a battery. Then the earth will actually be a minus, so that in the end it becomes neutral. So the earth is not also a plus or already neutral, which is what I thought in essence, but it's a counterforce of whatever you are, which means that together with the earth, with grounding, which we do, for example, a lot in our spiritual retreats. Come join the one in September in the Azores if you feel like. There's a neutralization taking place. And this neutralization allows us to remember again our spirit, to remember again the power that we are made of, to remember again the light that we are, to remember again that we might not need medicine, food. We actually need nothing. And this is crazy to believe until you have experienced it. Until you have experienced that you are the earth and the earth has everything in itself that it needs. We have come to live a life where we feel like we need food, where we feel like we need connection, where we feel like we need music. And of course these things are amazing, like they are, I highly value them, and they spice up my life, and they create life and laughter and joy in my life. And I don't say that we shouldn't have those things, but it's the difference between coming from need and from want. So when you come from need, you feel like you need those things in order to be happy, in order to be healthy. But when you really spend a lot of time with the earth, you realize that you don't need those things, that they are simply bonuses. Because you in itself, you as a form, you as a physical form, as a spirit, already have everything inside of you that it needs to survive. And this takes away, at least took away from me, a lot of fears. Fears about not having enough, fears about not having enough food, not having enough friends, not having a partner, all these different fears, not having a job. It took me to a place where there was peace, where there was deep, deep, deep inner peace. And from this deep inner peace, from this earth inside of us, we can start building, and we can start creating what we really feel like we want to add to life. What gives life to us. And this is in essence what we will be sharing, what our life purpose is. It is sharing those things that give us joy, that lighten up our life. Because those things we would share independent of whatever anybody says. Those things we would just do whether somebody is around or not. I feel like I want to say more about the earth element, but for this video I will leave it at this. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, I would love to see you on our retreat, in our community, or in one of our courses.